So Paco Rabanne's 1 million Prive is unfortunately discontinued. But today we might be in luck because we've got Scentual Obsessions Millionaire Prive. How'd they do? What up, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel, man. How have you guys been? If it happens to be your first time clicking on one of these strange videos of mine, I invite you to at least consider subscribing and ringing the bell. Doesn't take you but a second. You could do it now. It could have been done already. Today we're talking about Scentual Obsessions Millionaire Prive. Now, anybody that's watched my channel for any length of time, you guys know that I love Paco Rabanne's 1 million Prive. One of my favorite fragrances, and probably definitely my favorite in this line. This is my second bottle. I had a big bottle and this bottle. The big bottle's long gone, baby. It's long gone and over with. And I'm starting to put a dent in this bottle, which scares me because, as you guys know, and if you didn't know, you know now because I just told you, it's discontinued. You can't get it anymore. If you do, you're going to pay a pretty penny, pal. Who made the decision anyways? From Paco Rabanne, if you're watching this, whoever decided to discontinue this, I want them fired immediately. And to the one or two of you that may have been living under a rock for the last however many years, and you don't know what this gem smells like, let me clue you in. To simplify it, it's a very sexy, warm, spicy cinnamon fragrance. It's got some tonka bean, it's got some tobacco and some myrrh, a little bit of mandarin orange with the cinnamon. My lord, it is sexy and sweet and alluring and romantic and mysterious, and it gives the women waps, wet ass. Nah, we won't go there. It's good stuff though, really, really good stuff. Now the question on most of your minds is probably, how accurate is the Scentual Obsessions Millionaire Prive? Is it worth buying? Well, I have the dry down of each one on a test strip here. I'm here to tell you guys, they call it an exact match, and I can't argue that, dude. This is really, really good. Really, really accurate. And I'm going to tell you, man, I have never smelled something this exact when it comes to 1 million Prive. I always try to like reserve greatness and perfection for the real thing when it comes to like clones or inspired by fragrances. This is really good though. Really good, and I'm going to say it definitely is an exact match. Next big question some of you might have is, how well does this baby perform? Now, the real thing has always been a fairly good performer on my skin. I've always gotten 5, 6 to 8 hours, depending on how many sprays I gave myself or whatnot. Never been something that left me high and dry. It was always a fairly good performer. This one, on the other hand, the Scentual Obsessions, this is a monster. This one gives me 8 hours plus every single time I wear it, which, personally, I don't really need that. This is definitely a date night fragrance to me, so I don't need, or like a night out fragrance in general. I could be going out with my friends. It doesn't have to be a date. Maybe I'm going out by myself. Maybe I don't have a date. I'll still reach for something like this. It's a night out fragrance for me. And if I can get 3 to 4 hours out of a fragrance like that, I'm happy. But this one performs above and beyond, giving me 8+ hours every single last time I've worn it. Let's talk about price real quick, because as you guys know, this discontinued gem here goes for a hefty pocket of change if you do want to get it. A bit pricey depending on where you look. I think eBay's like probably one of the only places you're going to find it, and you ain't going to get it for cheap. As far as the Scentual Obsessions Millionaire Prive goes, we got 3 options here. You can get a 30 milliliter bottle for $42. You can then step up to the 50 ml bottle like I have here for $68. And if you really are feeling hefty, you can step up to the 100 ml bottle for $120. Let's talk about times to wear this DNA. Now, I briefly spoke on it earlier. In my opinion, this is definitely a cooler weather fragrance, a little bit bold, a little bit spicy, and a little bit strong to be wearing in the warm weather. Might get clogged, might give you a headache. Cool weather, fall, winter. It screams evenings and nights to me personally, but it could be a daytime wear. It's up to you. You can do what you want. I'm not your mama. To me, though, it's definitely a night out fragrance. Like I said, it's got that sexy, alluring DNA. It's something that just works so well with the ladies. I also want to talk about how many sprays to use, because people bring that up a lot. This can vary depending on who you are and how much you like. The distribution on this sprayer is pretty solid. Like, it puts out a decent mist. Look at this. Not bad, actually. In my opinion, when I'm wearing this one, I usually go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sprays. And I'll be honest, I know it's sacrilegious to some of you guys, but I a lot of times will just spray my clothes as well. if I'm going out bundled up like this, sometimes I'll just go 1, 2 on the neck, 3, 4 on the chest or the collarbone, and maybe I'll go like 5, 6. Some people spray heavier, but this one performs like a monster. I don't think you're going to need more than 4 to 6 sprays, depending on your preference on how much you want to project, but it's a monster performer. It does not disappoint in the performance category, so you won't have a problem with that. All right, guys, that pretty much sums up the video. I just wanted to touch bases to talk about this stuff. I give it a 9.5 out of 10. Very accurate, very well performing, and a fraction of the price of the real thing, because this stuff goes for a pretty penny now. Check this one out. If you don't have 1 million Prive, if you do have it and you're running out, you're going to be all right, man. We got this one in hand. Hey, do me a favor. Take a second. Like this video. Like I always tell you guys, that helps me out a lot. It lets YouTube know the video's worthwhile, the channel's worthwhile. It tells YouTube that you liked it. Maybe someone else would like it too. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I don't know why you haven't already, unless you don't like the content, but of course you like the content, so subscribe. Until next time, guys, I'm going to leave you the way I always try to leave you. Take your vitamins, hit the gym, always stay improving. That's very important. Along with smelling good, you need to be healthy and you need to be improving. God bless. Be well. Boom, 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 boom. I'm out.